Hello everyone and welcome back to our Rogue Trader playthrough. This is episode number 48. Last time we made our way over to the Liege's Palace, realized that's not where the Shadow Quarters were, and then I and then I came down here to deck Alpha Row 3 and oh my god, my brain. And talked with the refugees. They told us that the people who were speaking ill of their lord were just frightened and they had shut them up. I had the option to either execute them all, execute the people who spoke because they were afraid and upset, and pardon the rest and give them a crew, and have the rest as part of his crew. Or of our crew, sorry, or pardon them all and tell them they can join my crew. I pardoned them and they joined my crew. I also got a message from Opticon 22 about the Logistica Theta contract, and now we're figuring out what this was. This was something von Valancius, Lady von Valancius, aka Theodora, engaged in 25 or to 30 years ago, according to Abelard. Anyways, he's going to validate the mutual contract obligation designated Logistica Theta. The contractual obligation in question, 34.761 Terran cycles ago, so 35 years ago. Jeez. The Explorer Cognisance fleet received from representatives authorized units of the von Valancius Dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay, compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on? Is that enough synonyms? Stipulated, mobile extractium, explorers 5,000. Stipulated payment / reciprocal offering, of the Cognisance fleet can be made to von Valancius. Assets to von Valancius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled. Archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. You waited 30 years to pay up. Execution of payment reciprocal offering is in accordance with specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognisance fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran cycles after the initial transaction. Asset allocation process concluded 2.663 Terran cycles later. Transportation of assets to the Furibundus system took 16.82 Terran cycles. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran cycles. Clever. If you had been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you had made it there and back. Saying that my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you. This statement is true. The Cognisance fleet included 1,292 contractual obligations with the von Valancius Dynasty as represented / administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valancius. The most substantial was Pact 8-Ul, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubus Delphim, Data Usher of the Sevenfold Hallowed Workshop of the Sacred World of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of paid with a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiava Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognisance fleet, turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. Saying that, okay, what payment can I expect? / Universal Mobile Orbit Deployment Extractiums. Astra R-rated processing complexes in the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies, has been assessed for conformance to the sacred standard template construct. I'm surprised that's not on the glossary. Great creations of the Omnisire, blessed be his beneficence, which has bestowed upon these complexes industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. So yeah, mobile extractium. It's actually very, very nice, but no payment is needed. Consider the Prometheum my gift and a sign of hope for collaboration in the future. The request is accepted. Contractual obligation, Logistic Theta, is concluded. Cognisance Fleet thanks House von Valancius for its cooperation. The status of the unit's requests will be increased. So yeah, we got 5,000 faction reputation received. I have some questions. Information assistance will be provided. The Cognisance Fleet is an explorative fleet produced by the Adeptus Mechanicus for the purpose of surveying, optionally conquering, the Kronos Expanse. The fleet's core squadron is located in Data, classified, while auxiliary echelons and autonomous void vessels are operating throughout the entirety of the Kronos Expanse. May the Omnissiah's favor be with my tech comrades. Pascal reverently touches the explorer insignia on his robes. You're an explorer? Then why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit has functioned as a senior planetary scout for the duration of Data, classified, procedural cycles, distinguished with 1. 3 promotions by 1 grade, 2. Rated to a Tier 2 Sacred Augmentation, 3. Reputation in the fleet-wide archive as a valuable unit. For a reconnaissance mission in the Tenaris system, this unit was promoted to the rank of Logus, transferred to Footfall in order to perform the function as appropriate for its current status. Something close to wistfulness in Opticon 22's otherwise emotionless voice. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the 10-hour system and the associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and adherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. 10-hour system was a great test of faith and assessment of this unit's durability threshold. An act of destructive xenocide. Opticon 22, that's a strange name. Designation Opticon is an identifier with an illustrious history, significant number of archive references, and is used by many explorers in the Cognisance Fleet. Extension 22 is a custom edition made by the current unit designated to highlight the unit's unique personality. So what happened in the Tenaris system? Oh, Pascal and Opticon 22 turn to you and snap in unison. Data classified. Oh, that's funny. What are you doing on Footfall? The unit performs 1. Residential representation, 2. Maintenance of the bureaucratic machine for the purpose of ratification of the insulating boundaries, 3. Management of the Kappa thread supply line, 4. Compilation of astrographic reconnaissance data. Well, that's out a long and heavy sigh. There was once tech acolyte in Lady Theodora's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests. I began to realize true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xeno beast on some nondescript world. Pascal, do these words have a translation? Hiss of static. Something aside comes out of Pascal's works. Opticon 22's functions can be conveyed through Fleshspeak as functioning the fleet's diplomatic mission, overseeing shipments, ensuring that the laity does not encroach upon the explorer's sphere of interest, and collecting data on star systems. Okay, so I recognize number 4, but yeah, 1 and 2 were a bit questionable. And 3 was clearly just maintaining supply lines. Yeah, the 1 and 2 were a bit weird. Why are you here and not, say, at the Liege's palace? Prolonged communication with the lay people of high social standing causes this unit vexation, desire for forceful cessation of vital functions, grief, decline in motivation, righteous fury, willingness to initiate purity protocol. I love Opticon 22. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. This statement is true. The behavioral dynamics typical of the groups are frequently devoid of logical patterns and are taxing to analyze. Information assistance mode deactivated. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in, considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders under the terms of the Treaty of Mars. It is willing to provide services to the von Valancius Dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. Cognisance Fleet will be glad, alternative unavailable, to accept 1. Any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items, reminder, storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items is preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. explorator fleet will also accept information about planets in the Kronos Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Why do you want information about planets? Omnifaceted study of the Kronos Expanse is sacred mission slash operational objective of the Cognisance fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Kronos Expanse must slash will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration mission. This process will increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. So I haven't collected any planetary data. I wonder when I will be able to collect planetary data. I'll have to check trophies and see if there's a clear thing. I get the feeling though the story goes chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can explore on your own, like in the 4th chapter or something. I don't know. But it doesn't really seem like there's much opportunity to explore right now. Not until our ship gets repaired, at least. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? Cognisance fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleashes xeno-heresy, which consumes the laity whole. Example demonstrates the outline pattern. Void system in the a void station in the system of Landgren's belt. According to the data available to the Cognisance fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. Destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. Let's make a trade deal. So our reputation all the way up to 4? Wow. Okay. Holy gifts, heretic trophies, ship components, mechanicus creations. Miscellaneous. Doesn't appear that high on the list, actually. Fuel, heretic trophies. Rather give them the heretic trophies than that kitty fiddler. Honestly. See, do I have any other things that I want to kind of get off my hands? I keep the provisions for now, actually. Oops. Boom, all the way up to 5. Up to 6. Alright, that's enough. Trading. So yeah, I didn't get the... I wouldn't have enough of those anyways. Except all of these. Profit factor is 18. It's not the highest, but I do get plenty of things. Now what I want to do is I want to go to Corpus... No. Cargo manager. How do I see again how much, what my relations are with each faction? I can't remember how I do this. I think I have to be back at the, hop at a Xeno heresy. Xenos on the rampage. The Whispers. Okay, so yeah. Hop at a Xeno heresy. A marauded void station in Landgren's belt, according to numerous testimonies, serving as a base for a band of pirates who aren't above deals with Xenos. No contracts yet, though. In the hunt for knowledge. Study 10 planets. Representative of the Explorador Cognisance fleet, Opticon 22, is willing to pay for information on planets studied by the rogue trader. 10 planets worth of scanning data from the ship's augurs is a worthy start to the rogue trader's working relationship with Opticon 22. Okay, that explains it. Here we go, reputation. So yeah, with the Drusians, it's 1. The Exploradors, it's 6. Fellowship of the Void, it's 1. But they're pirates. Casa Balica mission, who are baddies, as it were. It's 1. And then, Imperial Navy, it's 0 as well. Or no, Casablanca mission is 1, same with the, or 0, and same with the Imperial Navy. However, I'm more willing to trade with the Imperial Navy once we find them. But yeah, it's a good thing we got the Explorators up so high already. So yeah, other 3. Appropriated the pirate dens is influenced by posing as his lawful heir. Fidelio. Mercenary recruitment, which was the pirates, -1, agreed to the demands of the rebels on the lower decks. And bought the mutant captives on football. So yeah, 4 profit factor, and that there.
It's about time.
Okay.
None shall stand in my way.
Time to move out. The shadow decks.
Follow my lead.
Did I just read Cold Trooper? Woodsman, Cold Trader. The fall is still the best place in the expanse. The air is different. The air here is different somehow. I think that's supposed to say Old Trader, not Cold Trader. I don't know, maybe it is supposed to be Cold Trader, as in he's got a cold personality.
I'll lay claim to the stars. Victory awaits.
Job keeping order in a place like Footfall. Alright. Slight yawn there, sorry. So yeah, the Atrium and Shadow Quarters. I have quests in both, but let's head to the Shadow Quarters first. Cannibal Worlds. Alright, before we head into the Shadow Quarters, sorry, the screen's about to pause. Alright, sorry the screen is paused. I want to check on trophies and see what it is. Trade Empire, you completed Chapter 2. What does that mean? Alright, so it just is Trade Empire, you completed Chapter 2. Expanse Calamity is Chapter 4. Grand Finale, you finished the game. Okay, most people haven't finished the game. In fact, Grand Finale, only 4.7% of players have done that. In fact, from 72.5% of people who completed the prologue to just under 40%, 39.8%, who have completed Stolen Star. That's interesting. And only 16.6% of people have completed Chapter 2. Funny enough, the change from Trade Empire to Comoros survivors, which I guess means that we're going to be in Comoros at one point, is very minimal. Okay, so I want to see what it is with, like, oh wow, there's trophies for dodging enemy attacks and critical hits. Okay. 100, you killed an enemy with 100 damage dealt by one attack. Yeah, we're very far away from that. Pentakill, you've killed 5 enemies with one attack. We've done 4 several times. You won all void combats, so there's a limit to void combats. That's annoying. Okay, now I'm even more confused, because it says you won all void combats. 21.2% of people have done that. Yet Purge the Unclean, you destroyed at least one ship of every enemy fleet. Pirates, Chaos, Azurani, Drukari, and Necrons. So we're going to face all of them, clearly. And it's 4.9%. Dynasty restored, you reclaimed all the colonies of the Von Valancius Dynasty. So it looks like you're doing that during this chapter, because more people have done that than have completed chapter 2. Oh. Well, I just scrolled down. There's whodunit. You discovered the truth about Theodora's death. And then underneath that, amends to the dead. You wore the Halo device. Uh-oh. So for those of you guys who aren't aware what the Halo devices are, they're a mysterious Xenos artifact. What'll happen is, forever puts them on, they'll burrow into your flesh and you can't get rid of them. You'll have about a year or two where you're extremely youthful, energetic, virile, all that. Then you start having problems. You get a lust for human flesh that starts developing. You can't sleep. Some people start going insane, but some people are able to hide it. And after about 30 years, oh yeah, your hair starts falling out. You start looking pretty ugly. And then after about 30 years, you basically turn into a Xenos beast, speaking in a lost Xeno tongue. And pretty much the only way to kill you is by shooting you into a star. Now, it's unknown if those people, or if the people who, if the people who become Halo monster, or I guess Halo Xenos, I don't know, who become infected by the Halo devices, if they become the species of the Xenos that made them, or if the Xenos that made them even had a malicious intent when they made them. None of that's certain, but it is certain that about 1 in 10 of them have like all of the benefits with none of the downsides. Whoops, didn't mean to hit my mic there. So basically, it can be assumed that 1 in 10 of them are slightly mutated, or like have some kind of deficiency to them, where they work but not properly. Well, like they haven't gone all the way through, which makes me think that those Halo devices may have actually been a way for the species that created them to procreate. At least that's my personal theory based off of what we know on them. We don't know very much about them though, except that once put on, can't come off. So yeah, no wonder only 0.6% of players have actually put on Halo devices. It's not the kind of thing you want to do. Anyways, without further ado, let's end this episode, and next time we enter the Shadow Quarters. Till then.